Nerd Soul.
Lay ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. Evil, y'all. It's evil time. That's right. We're gonna get rid of evil. We're gonna stomp it down, kill it, slay it, and get it out of here. But we're not by ourselves. I have the cinematic sorcerer, Solar Gray. Say what's up.
Well, hello everyone. This is Solar Gray, the Cinematic Sorcerer, coming at you from the Wizard's Tower. And if you missed it this week, don't worry, you'll never see me.
Oh boy, that seemed like a very specific statement that is going to pay off later. So we're getting into the episode, of course, 12, Fear of the Other. And we got a lot. We got some good stuff going on here. A couple of moments that surprised me, caught me off guard. So I'm gonna throw it over to you. What's your initial thoughts coming out of this one?
Well, my initial thoughts coming out of this is they're building up to something really big. And second, and this is a big one, they are really unhappy with not getting another season. Like, seriously. I mean, every time you see David on screen, I'm just like, is this what it looks like when a writer is trying to get another season?
Man, look, I will give it to them. They are making sure that they end with some solid moments from all of our characters, and I appreciate it. I do. I will say I truly appreciate what we've been getting since maybe like episode 5 or so. They've been kind of on a roll. I mean, I had a moment where I got genuinely scared in this episode. I got like a genuinely like creeped out, I guess. And then a moment where I was completely surprised. But all in all, we got, things are ending, things are becoming new, all kinds of stuff. But we have, of course, Sister Mary Clarence. No, but we do have Sister Andrea. We got Sister Andrea, and she's bringing us a case, like straight up.
Bro.
She's like, "Hey, look, this is the case y'all are going to work because, they're shutting everything down. And they got like a whole room full of files of cases that need to be assessed." But Andrea's like, this goes to the, Andrea says this goes to the top of the pile.
Yeah, that's a nice little stack here. This is the case that you're working.
And we get a little callback to the man that she had said, was in love with her, but she decided to go into the whole not priesthood, but going in to be a nun. And, he ended up, killing himself, but that she was in love with his life. Her son is having issues where there might be a doppelganger. He might be possessed. We don't know, but whatever it is, this man is not himself. And we see that from the opening scene that is real weird because shouts out to Sister Andrea. She there with the crowbar. All right, Sister Andrea, don't play. She uses whatever is necessary, whatever is handy.
Yeah.
And the way we're brought into this whole hotel hallway scene is just great from a visual perspective, especially the length of the hallway, the guy opening the door at the end of the hall, her seeing the young man Paul, him splitting, I guess the spirit splitting from the body dropping. All this weird creepy stuff is great for this, in my opinion, for this case. How did this case work out for you,
bro? This case was intriguing. One, I thought it was a great vehicle to finally get some, what's the term? I guess you can say some flushing out of Sister Andrea. But I'm not gonna lie, with this particular case, I was kind of tempted to go find my doppelganger online. And then I realized he started one of my favorite, or he was the lead singer of one of my favorite rock bands in the 90s. And I'm about a foot taller than he is. So that kind of knocked me out of that particular thought process.
Hey, what can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, seriously.
But this whole setup from showing the doppelganger from Ben's perspective, and then it seeping into Kristen and her wanting to see, and of course, her using David's photo and everything, seeing the I guess the MMA David.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Tyler Perry wig. David.
Yeah, I got some I got some words on that.
Yes, please.
Number one, bad writers, bad writers. The only way they could have picked a worse doppelganger for David is literally to have Michael Coulter try to do a West Indies accent. Seriously. Like, if I had seen him in one of those stupid knitted hats that had the dreadlocks already sewn in, I would have quit the show. I would have been like, nah, we're done. We're done.
Like, no more. I can't take it.
Yeah, seriously, because MMA David with the braided hair and the cross tattoo on the back, I'm just like, really? This is I don't want to sound like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, but is that what a man is supposed to be? Like, real talk, when Ben looked up his, I got kind of choked up.
Because Ben said his two emotions, I think he said emotions were hunger and disdain.
Yeah.
And even when he's getting offered money, because of course this job is coming to an end, they made sure of that. And we'll talk about that whole tribunal scene in a second, but he's looking at his doppelganger, and you see a happy family man that's kicking it, got his wife, his kid, he's having a good time, just enjoying his life.
I literally thought about you when I was watching that. And I'm like, oh, Michael's gonna have some words.
It made me feel sorry for Ben, because Ben is looking at this, this person that looks just like him. But while he sits in his apartment by himself, all alone, to a certain degree going stir crazy with the gin that might be there, might not be there, while someone who looks just like him is having a wonderful time with his family, his home is filled, his heart is filled, and he's fulfilled, at least seeming from the outside looking in, at least. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, dang, man, like man, I kind of want that for you, Ben. Like, Ben, I want, what I'm saying, you to be happy, house be filled with laughter and stuff, and all that. So I felt bad for Ben in that situation, and because Ben's by himself. I mean, he does have his sister, but I mean, she got her own life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just, I felt bad for Ben for a second. Like, I want him to have someone to call his own, a little, some happiness, in the home for him.
Oh man, but yeah, and it's not gonna happen. But I mean,
maybe after the show it'll happen, and we just won't see it. He'll meet someone. It'll be awesome. I mean, he's going to be making at least $500,000 a year. Like, bruh. That offer, look, I'm not saying money is everything, but wow.
I'm not surprised, because Ben's got those qualifications.
True. Because I mean, I've been offered some decent cash, but not even near where he was, and then the other people that wanted to make sure they hired him, they said something like 900. I was like, what? I, c- man, look, ooh, man, they talk about almost a straight cool meal every year, bruh. Now, I mean, after taxes, it's probably like, oh, it's only $930,000, not 990. But I mean, still, bruh, that's some real money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm as someone who makes some decent money now, I've been offered real. When I say real money, like real money twice, but they were in bad situations where it's like I don't want to live there, or I'm at a different period of my life and I can't do that kind of thing. But the money he was offering, I was like, Psh, yo, you single? Ain't nobody tying you down, bruh. Go and take that cheese. Even the job his sister got him, or at least hooked him up with, or whatever, was talking about 650. What? Yo,
Yeah. So
I'm like, go ahead, Ben. I see you playing.
yeah. So here's the thing.
Go and get that new Benz.
In this show, I can see why he would be trepidatious.
Yeah.
Because how can I put it? There was somebody else that got a really good job offer in this show.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
doing exactly what he was trained to do. Good money in his wheelhouse, exactly at the time he needed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Yeah. You know, and stuff went really good for him. I mean, hey, his girlfriend can travel through time.
I mean, to a certain degree, but the way this plays out, we get a view of the possibility of other people's lives, but we come on the conclusion like, yo, we have to go ahead and do an exorcism, because even when we see what Paul is doing, when he contacts his wife saying like, hey, I'm ready to come home and ready to work things out, she's saying that he already told her to kill the kids, run them over and all this stuff. And we know for sure we've been watching this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we meaning the characters, and we meaning us, the viewers. So we're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I like how this show does that.
Yeah, but there's something else that popped up that I kind of went, oh,
Okay.
I kind of get that. How can I put this? This case is a direct reflection of everything that's been happening in Ben's storyline for the past 5 episodes.
Yep.
You know, because, oh no, honey, I'll bring flowers. I'll pick up that thing. Yeah, you want some candles? And he's like, I didn't do that. You know,
he thought about taking off the hat for a second, but he was like, nah, I'm good.
just in case. Like, just in case. Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right. Because that whole situation of him, he was like, singing and dancing and all kinds of stuff. And it did not seem like that was the Ben that we knew. But
Right.
she had it on camera, and it's like, yeah, that's definitely him. Or quote him. You know what I'm saying?
Or was it?
Yeah, or was it? Just like the openings to all these episodes, I guess, for this season, this mini 5th season, which is like B horror films.
Yeah. And knock knock.
Oh boy, who's there?
The interrupting ghost.
The interrupting ghost who?
Boo! And I had to say that because anybody watching the show knows that there are definitely ways to make people not skip the opening sequence. The Peacemaker is my favorite, but that's just me.
Oh boy, but
Although
yeah,
this show does a really good job of, if I can't skip the opening credits, what do you have to say this time? Oh, okay, yeah. If I skip the opening credits, I'll be haunted. Shows you this house has been haunted since '71.
but yeah, I do like those little messages. Like, if you skip this, this is gonna happen. If you skip this, So I do like those. It's just a clever way to get you to kind of watch through it.
Yeah. So
I do like that.
But yeah, so looking at this case, there was a lot of stuff that came down in the case that cleared up quite a few things from earlier in the season. So I'm like, okay, all right, we can do that. This is doable right here. I'm liking how this is coming down.
And go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so now that we know that there's the doppelganger site, and that the 60 has a lot of pull.
Ooh.
A lot of pull. That means I have to go shopping for a new sword.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, before we get to that, I'll cover the side storyline about the money issues. We got the girls. The girls just want to help out. The girls do not disappoint because they're always silly, crazy, but also like industrious in the wrong ways. Like you have Laura. Laura's supposed to be in charge. She's supposed to be, helping keep some kind of, I don't know, order or something in the house.
No, that's Lynn.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lynn. But you got Lynn talking to Lila like, yeah, we need money. Lila's like, I can sell my shoes. Lexus is like, she's over there just feeding the baby. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Lila's like, oh yeah, you can put your feet on OnlyFans. It's like, no, what?
You know what? I was literally expecting her to go, well, you totally could, Mom. I mean, you're really pretty. They'll pay a lot.
Man, she said, where did you learn what that was? I read online, a girl did it. She had some nice feet and she got like $1 million or something like that. And then Laura, oh my God. All right. So Laura, bless her heart. It's not a bad idea because people have run GoFundMe scams. Most notably, there was this lady in Vegas. She pretended to be like a single mother, but the kids in the picture in the GoFundMe weren't even her kids. They were like her friend's kids, and her friend didn't even know she did that until like later on. So like people be running scams, or they just all you gotta do is look mad sad, and like people pouring. Look, by the time she found out about Laura's scheme, she already had $10,000.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the funny part is she said, who raised y'all or something like that. It's like, you raised these kids.
I was actually waiting for one of them to be like, Reggie taught us this.
Oh man, you know what? That would make sense. But I remember, it was somewhere in like season 2 or something when she was talking about lying is okay if it's serious or something like that. Like she said that, and I only remember it because I binged the whole series before season 4 started. So, and somewhere in season 2, she did say it was okay to lie as long as it was serious or something. And she was like, I didn't say it. It's like, yeah, no. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And see, this is why you got to watch, because children will be like, word. Well, this is serious. No, it's not serious. Oh, it's serious to me. I thought it was serious. So you can't, and you got them thinking that they're going to be homeless because of course Lila get to talking. She's like, well, my friend's parents got divorced. They had to live in their car, and kids don't want to live in the car. So
especially not 5 of them, and one of them being a baby.
Yeah, a baby.
Shoot, they're lucky they didn't start an OnlyFans page with pictures of their mom's feet.
Man,
Because, she got them night terrors, so it could just be like, oh, mom is stuck in bed. Snip, clip, 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 clip.
man.
I mean, I'm just saying it could have been a lot worse.
They you can't. These girls are too smart to be left alone. All right, too smart. But also great, great comedy. But I'll go in and get off that to talk about Leland's case. Oh, ooh. Leland in court. I'll ask you this, and look, I'm going to be honest. I'm a man of God. I try to be peaceful and stuff, but I also know that sometimes wrath is necessary, and only the most important times. But do we just need to put a bullet in Leland? Because this man can't be stopped. All right, the man can't be stopped.
So
this case,
here's my question.
This case, oh my God, there's so much in this court case, and Leland is bulletproof, man. The man has the most luck. He just be falling into good luck.
Yeah. My question to you, for real, is, what do you want me to say?
I want to know your honest opinion, because maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing a way to take him down. Because we tried, doing the whole thing with the kids. I guess reporting him on the video game. We've now taken him to court. We've done pretty much everything I think we could do the legal way, or the I guess the proper way. Like, this man can't be stopped.
No, we haven't. Okay.
I mean, you got Father Dominic, but he ain't doing nothing.
Exactly my point. You see, everything that can be done with the information that the audience has been done. Right. However, one, this show is set all the way up for a Deus Ex Machina, because that's the flavor of this show. But second, and this is really big, all right? So just let me cook on this.
All right.
Everything that we could do to take him down with what we know has almost been done. However, we don't know everything. I mean, the real fact is we haven't seen Father Dominic for 2 episodes.
True.
So what are they doing? What? I forgot the name of their organization, like the Elite or something like that. But
the Entity.
Yeah, the Entity. Now, there is so much about the Entity that we don't know. I actually don't trust them. And the way that they do not parse out information makes it so that they're set up to come in like Han Solo in A New Hope during the trench run. The moment you think they're gone, boom, they're coming back, and they're coming in clutch. And sorry, I would say spoilers, but the movie's gonna be 50 soon, y'all. 50. 50. So yeah, that's like me giving spoilers to Casablanca. Come on. So there's that aspect. Now, as far as putting a bullet in Leland's head, absolutely not. Absolutely not. His flesh and blood is a limitation that this story needs in order for him not to win. Okay, as long as he is bound by gravity and time, then yeah. The thing is, though, there's a lot of infernal intervention in this show. And seriously speaking, the way to beat Leland is super simple, but it's not easy.
Well, I mean, it seemed like we had him until, I mean, we have the questioning from Kurt Boggs. Boggs seems like he's going to be on his side, but then says, however, this guy's a danger. He's a menace, and he can't be left,
and shout outs to Dr. Boggs, for doing the right thing at the clutch time.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, see, that was very much the. I'm going to say everything I need to say to get him off. However, however, I'm gonna tell the truth about this.
And Leland leaned over. He said, "Oh, he's dead." So
Yeah,
I hope he's not. But something tells me this quote book trip, he might not come back.
true.
But you have you have Kurt Boggs. He comes up and says this man should not be free. He should be, in jail. He's crazy. Then you have Kristen come up with the illest of receipts.
Bro,
I mean, receipt after receipt. They're like, she didn't do. Here comes a manila folder. She didn't do. Here's another manila folder. All right.
hey, here's the restraining order against my kids. Here's the second one I had to file when he moved in next door.
Mm-hmm. Like
Here's him in print trying. Here are pictures of him trying to talk to my 11-year-old daughter. Here's pictures. Just like
she's killing. I mean, she's dunking on this dude. She's shooting half court threes on him. Then they're like, we're gonna bring in Leslie, the other chick, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, they've already got enough, but I mean, this is going to just be the nail in the coffin. The lid is already on, right? And the judge seems like he's on our side,
and that is the brilliance of this writing.
That was a crazy twist, man. The way that was acted, look, chef's kiss. Because that caught me off guard. I never once thought that guy was like turned or compromised at all. But the demon said everyone's soul has a price.
And honestly, he's the judge that loves to play. Bing bong, bing bong. Yeah, sorry. Shouts out if y'all got that. But yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is Leland has to be unstoppable right now because he is the antagonist for the final 4 episodes. The final antagonist, and he hasn't reached his final form. I mean, sorry to pull out all the anime stops on that one, but the fact of the matter is, had they taken Leland down in this episode, would you really have been satisfied? I mean, I wouldn't.
If he had been sentenced, I would have been satisfied. So at least something happened to him. Where now he has to break out of jail, or maybe he has to reveal his true demon friends or something. He has to have some kind of struggle. I mean, the man has no struggle. Well, I mean, I guess he did get punched in the face in jail, so I guess it's sort of a struggle. But
and the fact of the matter is, he works for the 60 families that are the heads of evil in the world. Okay?
Yeah.
Tell me you're in the Illuminati without saying Illuminati. And you think those 60 families do not have influence in we've already seen they have influence in medicine.
Yeah.
In finance.
Mm-hmm. Cheryl said they had the police.
Yeah. No, so they got the cops, they got the banks. What makes you think they wouldn't have the courts?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being real with that. Like, had he been taken down, my question would be like, all right, so why is the 60 hanging him to dry? Is this the consequence for killing the other dude? I thought that's how you got promotion.
True.
I mean, the Sith ain't even as bad.
I just want him I want to see him sweat at least a little bit, man. I mean,
he did sweat. He got punched in the face in jail.
He tried taking over. He deserves 162,000 punches.
True, but that's not how being the bad guy works.
Oh man, but I know his end is coming soon because we only have 2 episodes left. So look, soak it up, Leland. All right, because actually, this is a show that the bad guys might win. So I guess I'll reserve that until we see the last frame. But
that is a tough one. That is a very tough one because Yeah, again, the dismissing of the case, but the enforcement of the restraining order, I'm like, oh my God, I can see why he is getting all the work right now. Because just that whole his parting line was so good, I had to freaking quote it today. Wow.
It, man, it's tough to watch. Even one of my best part. I mean, the court scene was awesome. This was top. This was high drama in court. I mean, you even have Sister Andrea roll in, walk straight up to the demon, like, I see you. Like, I
Yeah.
see you. It's not a secret. You're not. I got you. I'm looking dead in your face. You know, you're the plot is. The jig is up.
And then
And
walk straight over to Kristen. It's like, oh, he's the evil that's coming to New York. Like, this is the guy. This is the big bad right here.
yeah, this is the one. I mean, because she just says, hello, I see you. It's like, just so you know, you just lost the element of surprise. Like, I love that. I'll give Sister Andrea one thing. Even though she had her breakdown moment in the confessional where I was like, you know what, her like reflecting on, maybe a moment in her past where she was self-righteous or whatever. That's awesome. But here, when she was like, your element of surprise is lost, I got you, I see you, I'm like, yeah, that's the Sister Andrea I need to see right now, because we ain't got but 2 episodes left, so we're gonna have to form like Voltron. And unfortunately, Kristen still don't believe nothing. The dude is gonna have to be like Kurt Boggs. The guy's gonna literally have to take his skin off for no, because Kristen will probably still say like, that's, I don't know, that's special effects, or that's Party City or something.
That's actually a delusion that's related to my night terrors. It's a
She'll be
manifestation
like,
of my
I must
subconscious
have drank
stress.
something today or something, or like, it's like, girl, we have 4 seasons deep. Can you at least admit that some stuff is just weird and you can't call it? Can you just admit at least that? And Ben's lying to himself, but he ain't taking that hat off.
Yeah. Not to mention, if George was to visit Ben and pull out his popcorn, I'm sorry, I can't get past that anymore.
He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good part right here."
Yeah. At that point, I think Ben would be like, you know what? No, there's something more to heaven and earth ratio.
Yeah, there's stuff going on. I guess another thing that hurt my feelings on this episode is David is truly trying to save this church.
Oh,
but even Sister Andrea was like, yeah, you
didn't stand a chance, dude.
Yeah, you didn't stand a chance. It was over. When he faces the Archdiocese,
yes,
and it's sad because it's clear they were like, nah, like, we were just giving you this hurdle because we thought you weren't going to cross it, but now that we know that you crossed it, we're just going to give you a new hurdle. All we're going to do is move the goalpost. We didn't think you could raise the money, but you weren't able to find a way to raise the money or get an offer for the money. So now what we're going to do
is we're going to take the money, and you're still fired.
Yeah. We're going to move everybody away and this, that, and the third.
Well, see, what I see on that is it's the last season. I can make a message. And like, seriously, that's what I saw, because in that scene, I saw the frustration of every professional that isn't a legacy white dude. And they gonna light me up in the comments about this. Because being black or woman or LGBTQ or Asian or Middle Eastern, you know, when you get hit with this impossible task and you go above and beyond, they go, good idea. Yoink, you're fired anyway. You know, like this would save anybody else's job. But you know what? Hey, really good work. Good work. This will do really good for the company. You know? And by the way, you're still out in a week. You know?
Man, they were like, we don't care. Get out.
Yeah. You know, it's definitely one of those things of the subtext is you're fired. We don't want you here. And I don't care what you say or think, but you're cooked. But we can't say it out loud. Because if we say it out loud, we could be liable.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So we're going to bring you in this little room where it's just us.
And what a lot of people could take away from this is they put on screen. Again, they're going to light me up in the comments. But this is what discrimination actually looks like in the real world. Okay? A lot of people get stuck with no, it's not this because they didn't say the key word. They didn't say the B word to the woman that got laid off. They didn't say the N word to the black dude that was told he couldn't come into the store with a backpack. You know, since they didn't say the word, then it wasn't the thing. It wasn't the ism. You know, and this whole episode, this whole season, he's just been like, no, they're giving this to me to watch it fail because I'm a scapegoat. You know, that's what I am. They're putting me into this position. And then they're going to pull funding. They're going to shut the place down and they're going to blame it on me. And I'm going to be the reason that the next black priest never becomes a pastor. You know, and it's playing out exactly like he said. He's still going through everything he's got to do to save it. But the people, and again, this is for the fence sitters out there, the people that don't know. You know, that is what it looks like. And a lot of people don't a lot of people don't see it until it's pointed out like that. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, now a lot of people won't see it when it's pointed out that way because they don't want to see it. But there's a lot of other people out there that just don't know that that's what it looks like because they're so bent on the word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and as soon as they stop being bent on the word and they can take a look at the actions, then they go, oh, yeah, no, we got to stop this. You know what I mean?
It's just, you kind of feel for him because it's, looking at this, it's like, black man, I've seen this. I know, I already knew when you went in that room, I was like, yeah, bro, ain't even no need to waste your time.
Seriously,
I know why you have to waste your time because, you're like, hey, there's all these people that are sort of counting on me. I'm the guy that's in charge.
And if I don't try,
I got to at least try. But then you got to know, like, bro, why are you wasting your time? And it feels bad to say it, but it's like, it's like, bro, you waste your. And they basically let him know. They almost in a gloating way, they let him know you waste your time. Hey, man. Yeah, we closing this bad boy down no matter what. We just gave you this. We thought it was going to be fun to see if you would even be able to do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, by not wasting his time, that gives yet another justification on their side. because oh no, it's not because of whatever reason we're afraid to admitting out loud. He didn't try and appeal. Like, they said, hey, this is the money, we need to get the money, and he didn't even try to find a way to get the money. So we had to shut it down. You see what I mean?
Yeah. It's just like it's one of those things that it hurts to watch because we all know this, and it's just sad. But even Sister Andrea, she was like, nah, there's no way you was gonna win this. They had decided once I can't remember the guy, once he died, once he was murdered. Once he was murdered, they were like, we're going to shut this place down.
Yeah.
Cause they got can't remember the guy that, baptized, Timothy. They got him out the way fast. They were like, all right, he's gone. So we're shutting everything down. I was like, Dad, like, wasn't he here like yesterday? They're like, he's gone. All right, y'all are all leaving. Goodbye. Don't ask us why. It doesn't matter. It's over. So we'll see where these last 2 episodes leave us, because they're shutting down the church. It looks like Leland has reinforcements. We don't know what the entity's doing, but our team seems deflated, rightfully so. I mean, Kristen looks like she ain't gonna have no money, or not enough to really get by. Even though she might be able to get her personal practice on, get some referrals from Dr. Boggs, like he said. Even though he was like, I don't know you like that girl. But he like, you messed up. Your life is crazy. But our team seems deflated. I'm not seeing a lot of unity. I'm not seeing a lot of stick-to-itiveness. This show might end with the bad guys winning. I don't know, man. I mean, do you think that's where we end off? Do you think we end with the bad guys winning?
No. I see this ending at a stalemate. I know you didn't watch it. But I think back to Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those shows did not have a happy ending. What they had was a bittersweet ending.
Okay.
And what's it? Prestige television, since I'm gonna say The Sopranos, because Deep Space Nine was the beginning, but it had a happy ending. But since The Sopranos has always gone for that bittersweet, like, it wasn't a complete, it wasn't the good guys win, bad guys rules. However, but it isn't a bad guys win, good guys lose thing either. It's a good guys win, barely. Well, they didn't lose. Moving on. And that's where I think the show is going to end. Because when it comes to the subject matter, just thinking, and I wish our boy Jay was here, but looking at the subject matter, okay, there's no way to do an all-in-all happy ending.
Yeah, because there's way too much for them to wrap up. Maybe an ending where it seems like the team is gaining steam, and they just kind of like, you just assume that hopefully you kind of write your own headcanon after that.
It's not that. We're dealing with God, the devil, angels, and demons. Okay? We're talking about the Antichrist and all that stuff. So the closest thing to a happy ending that we can get without making everybody mad, and let me cook on this one, is we averted the apocalypse for now. Because you got the fundamentalist out there saying that the only happiness that can come is an apocalypse that's met with the rapture and moving on. You get what I mean?
I feel you.
The biblical apocalypse, where the rapture happens and God rules forever and ever. Amen. And then you've got the atheist population saying, great, it was just a Bible propaganda show. Then you got the police procedural people going, I didn't really feel like being preached to, but here I am. And if evil wins, then you've got the rapture crew saying, oh, it's propaganda, enter satanic panic. You know what I'm talking about. You've got the atheist folks out there going, yep, see, I told you people suck. And, you know, I mean, essentially a definitive happy ending where evil is vanquished and the world lives happily ever after. No, I do not see that happening. Do not.
I don't think we, that's why I'm, with only 2 episodes left, I'm like, there's way too much to wrap up. That's why I think the bad guys are just going to end up winning, because we meaning the team hasn't even put a dent in the 60. Like maybe if by season 4, by this point in season 4, maybe there's 58 or 52 families left or something like that, but or 52 sigils or something. But bruh, we've closed down what, 2? Like, that's why I'm thinking the good guys are probably just going to take a L, and we just going to end with kind of like the good guys lose, and one of those kind of like life goes on sort of finales.
See, I see the good guys win and stop Leland, and Kristen takes a vow to raise the Antichrist as a decent person. Because, I mean, he's already been baptized, so now he's just a kid, you know. So I see that happening, and then I see, like, a perfect setup for the ending scene to be another member of the 60s saying, haha, if you think Leland was bad, where do they get a load of me? You know, type of thing. You know, and then set up for spinoff show. And I'm not against that.
Yeah, I'm not against that. Well, I guess since we've been kind of doing it, I'll going to throw it over to you. Final thoughts, and where can they find you?
My final thoughts on this episode was this one episode did what it took Lost an entire season, i.e. season 2, to actually do, which was give us a good amount of setup, backstory, and motivations for almost every member of the cast. We have a much deeper understanding of Sister Andrea, her past, what she gave up, how she actually feels, and she was honestly the last character to be flushed out. You know, at least I don't want to say main character, but first tertiary character. You know, there's still a lot we don't know about Dr. Boggs, but he's not on that level. Feel me?
Nah. Yeah, because they're both side characters, but Sister Andrea has been more impactful, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like she's at a higher level of side character.
Yeah, exactly. Because we already got Ignatius gone. He's out.
And they just got rid of him. Like, I don't even think, did they even give us a full explanation? It was like, he's gone.
Essentially, he retired, and
yeah, it was just like, he's gone.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it wasn't something that would actually make somebody mad, because okay, you know what, he's gone. I was shocked that he was here in the first place, considering that he was practically brought back from the dead to be there. So okay, I'm like, well, it was good to see you, man. Really good to see you. You know what I mean? Um, but with this episode, we got a lot of really good story stuff to the point where we're set up enough so that, I hate to say it, if one of our main characters dies off in the next 2 episodes, it's gonna hurt, and it will hurt in the way that it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So that's what I appreciate about this particular episode. Now you guys can normally find me at twitch.tv/bid_p. Unfortunately, I have been called into my day job for, I think, the next 160 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So I unfortunately am going to be a little dark, but you can always follow me on the Instagram at Back in the Deck. You can join Deckers on the Book on Facebook, and of course you can reach out to me at Back in the Deck on most social media. That's BACKINTATHEDECK.
All right, that's what's up. On my side, you know what? I'm gonna keep it like I did for animes. On my side, my final thoughts are: thank you for coming. God bless. Good night.
Wow.
Seriously, this show has been top notch. So I'm happy. Let's get these last 2 episodes and just let's knock it out of the park. Let's knock it out of the park. Yeah. Of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. And until the next time that you have to appear in court to make sure that you make for absolute certain that all of the evidence against the most egregious and evil of people is shown, we're just saying peace.